Did say I was going to beat this next episode, and yep, I did. My opinion on this level stayed pretty much the same. It is an average extreme demon that isn't bad or particularly great. The first 20% of this level is still way harder than anything else going on in the level apart from Michigan, which is really unfortunate because the balancing of this level is almost spot on outside of a few minor annoying mistakes. There is however two parts in this level in the second half that pisses me off for awkward gameplay or just bad level design. Lugia and CSX. Lugia's wave transition at 76% is mega annoying because you very often do not enter that transition in the same way every time, and there's nothing that helps you get into the middle of the portal, hence it is different by a few frames ever so slightly. Because of that, sometimes you want to hold immediately when entering the wave, and sometimes you don't and want to realign yourself. This is annoying and not fun at all, especially if you die from zero here. Then we have CSX's part, which I died to 3 times, one of which was to invisible hitboxes you cannot see on the upside down slope at 81%, which you have to hold into as a wave. It is much harder than it looks because of it, and it is stupid annoying to die to. I don't blame CSX for that, although playtesting to find out what was going on would have been nice. But that would have been just too much for this mixed bag of a level. For Demon List standards, this is not too bad. Just nothing great. This is going to be a wreck to talk about. Let's just say that playing this level reminded me of 2 fights that I already did know but forgot about. Manix can't build gameplay in any collab, and Nullboy can't playtest for shit. I know that Quasar did majority of the Bloodlust gameplay updates, but even then, Manix deserves to be mentioned here. This level jumps from easy to hard over and over again. It is so goddamn annoying. Even original The Hell series is more self-aware with difficulty balancing, which is just pathetic. A very annoying trend with this level is that the only really difficult parts in the level is the wave parts. Almost every wave part in this level is harder than anything else going on around them. Either way, let me quickly summarize some main parts that deserve a proper beating. Michigan's part in this level is somehow even worse than the one in Bloodbath, if you can believe that. The idiot who decorated this stupid part decided that a brilliant idea would be to make every transition blind with a stupid black transition screen. With this being Michigan's part, you have to see the transition in order to do a timing into it, like the UFO to cube transition. In this level, you can't see the damn timing. It's stupid, annoying, and makes an already garbage part even more garbage. All is horrid, I mean, quote unquote, well, until you reach probably the worst part of the entire level, Nyxra's ship and Manix's swingcopter. Nyxra's has one god-awful transition that Nullboy could have fixed at 43%, which there is a small chance of you skipping over the platform that the ship is meant to land on, making the entire part inconsistent and stupid. Then you have Manix's swingcopter, which punishes you for missing one of the timing windows by just 1 or 2 frames. It's unfair, bullshit, and not fun in the slightest. Anyone who claims this level is any fun is lying to themselves because there's barely any redeemable qualities to this thing other than the extension. At the core, this is a shitty, buffed Bloodbath with a pointless extension added to it. This level. Manix, there's a reason this part did not get included in Yatagarasu, because it's a fucking piece of shit. Don't try to throw it in. This level hurts to hate, to say the least. This genuinely could have been a good level, which says a lot for a level this hard. But because of lack of fixes and poor gameplay design, much like Yatagarasu, it ends up being just an average extreme demon. There are two parts in this level that are incredibly dumb and unnecessarily easy to choke. The duel at 34% and a cube section at 42 to 49. The entire duel at 34% honestly is completely free by the time you learn the whole thing, except for one section, the 2 robot clicks with the blue pads. These 2 clicks is one of the most pinpoint perfect and most demanding clicks I've ever seen in a duel. Why is that? Because of the cube above it. There's an incredibly delicate thin line where you have to worry about hitting the blue pad at the cube platform or not making the robot jumps at all, and finding these frames where both of these things work is horribly indicated when that is. It is horrendously bad to play, and there's no consistency to be found with this section. Everything else in the duel is literally free except that. After that, you're met with a cube section that is incredibly stupid and awkward for literally no reason, and the amount of timing issues here are so numerous that I honestly don't think I have time to talk about them all in this video. Not just that, but the entire level has the general problem of how timings are set up here. They usually rely on maximal vertical speed to do near frame perfect timings, and this gets really tiring insanely quickly because of how easy this is to screw up and how unfair it is to expect a player to do this multiple times in one level. I will be able to beat this level, but this level is definitely not fun in any way despite being oriented around my gameplay specialty. Well, after finding out that this restoration is a bit incorrect and that I had to fix 16% so that it would work properly on higher hertz, here we have me beating the unnerved version of the Janus Miracle from 2014. It's interesting because this version generally was top 4 hardest demon at the time, and it is one of the few hardest demons released in the 1.8 update. Just so players aren't confused, this is not the 2.1 version that happened back in 2017, which is very likely some random kid who happened to get hold of Megadeir's account as a result of the Team Hack scandal. With that said, what's the difference in this 2014 version? As you can probably see, it speaks for itself quite well. Other than that, this is pretty straightforward if you can do both ships in succession. Very tough level for being released in October 2014. And hacked.